are listening to the War Rapport.
I get, and my point is not that Venable sucks, but that when you're trying to change philosophies, there's going to be pain involved, until he gets his system in place. Right. And when you're a defensive guy, sometimes that pain is felt offensively, right? And I mean, and he's got, as a coach, he's going to have to figure out, okay, now that I'm a head coach and I have to worry about the offensive side of the ball too, how do I qualify somebody who can come in and take this thing over that I can trust and let them run with it? He's going to have to evolve as a coach. Like Brent Venables is not at the peak of his head coaching career right now.
Right.
How quickly he can get there will be his mark as a head coach at the major college football level. Right. But there's going to be pain involved. And I think that we're experiencing that same pain right now. But our fans are just a lot less patient with the pain that it takes to completely change offensive philosophies from what you were doing for 8 years.
Right.
Let me tell you something. You can be with a chick for 5 years. Right. And when she break up with you, you're not getting over it in 5 days.
I love these analogies, these relationships.
Yeah.
I live for these. I live for these, Mike.
Yeah, listen, there's going to be long nights crying on your pillow. Like, I hate her. I miss her. I'm angry. I'm sad. Right? It's a whole process to heal from something and move forward to something different.
In this scenario.
Yeah, for sure. But I'm just saying, like, you don't get over years and years and years of something that quickly.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I mean, we had this stupid formula for how long it takes to get over a breakup. Like, it takes at least half the time. And I'm like, man, you ain't trying to wait 5 years to get over nobody. But at the end of the day, it's been a year and a half. It's been a year and a half. And I know what people are going to hear. They're going to say, oh, Mike, I can't believe you're not over this coaching staff. I'm not saying they've been perfect. But Auburn is not an easy job. And I can't look at the totality of everything that's happened here and not at least continue to find some patience for this coaching staff based on how difficult we made the job for him.
Right.
Because this is another story that I will tell long and hard is that Robbie, in my conversations with Ike and I's conversation with Calzada, he noted that Austin Davis was a big reason that he committed. And the system and the vision that they sold. And there was a plan to turn that all the way over to Austin Davis. Right? Robbie Ashford noted as well to us that not on camera, but privately, man, Austin Davis they sold him. This offense that they were supposed to run under Austin Davis was supposed to be the deal. And when that fell through and they torpedoed his offseason with rumors, you couldn't go out and get anybody worth a damn to take the job under this coach.
Mm-hmm.
That's not going to get talked about enough, but it's totally unfair.
Yeah.
Now, there are some things that they do have to own, but what you saw offensively for the first 3 games or 4 games of the season was the pivot that they had to make from the guy that they thought was bringing in a system to fit these guys, whether it was Robbie or Calzada or Finley, whoever it was going to be. I have no doubt that whatever Austin Davis was going to bring was going to be 1,000% better than when we saw games 1 through 4. None. It was unfortunate, why he didn't come. But ultimately, like, I just feel like, come on, man. Like, it's this. I have a little bit of reprieve for this staff based on that. They still have to own their in-game decisions. They still have to own what Ike's talking about, like, the play calls that we hate and the decisions to manage the game. I still think Harsin has a clock management issue in games. I've questioned him about it consistently over the last 2 years. Why did you call this timeout there? Right? I just didn't understand some of the decisions. I felt like, oh, they called that timeout. If they're not going for this, I hate that. Now they ended up going for it. But in a tight game, I just wish they had done something different and saved that timeout for the end of the game.
Yeah.
But it just felt like, I hope this doesn't come back to haunt them. So they have to they have to own their in-game decisions, but the totality of this is just as much on Auburn and our administration as it is on Bryan Harsin.